Good evening, welcome to tonight's Leicester Fan TV Fanzone show. My name's Phil. If you're watching this live, which I know lots of you will be, please get your views in, get your comments in. We want to know what you want to talk about today. Obviously, Leicester City beat Wolves on Saturday. What do you want to talk about? I think one of the big topics is this man, Jamie Vardy. He's not over. He's ready to howl at everybody this season. Join us in tonight's Fanzone show. Get your comments in, get your views in. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we will talk about in tonight's Fanzone show.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the Fanzone show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, and Hope Against Cancer. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights at 7:30, talking all things Leicester City. And we can't do it without your views and without your comments. So please do join us. If you're following us, great. If you're not, follow us at Leicester Fan TV. That's what I was meant to say there. But listen, get your views in, get your comments in. We can get them on screen. Good evening, Neil. How are you? What did you reckon to Saturday, Neil? Maz, good evening. Simon saying find the 5.4%. What are you on about, Simon? Let us know what you mean. The councillor, good evening, sir. Great news, he says. The future is looking good. Fee says Barnes signing a new contract is brilliant news. What do you reckon, Fee, to Barnes? I reckon it's going to be a massive season for Harvey Barnes this season. Please let me know what you think, Fee, and anybody else watching. LCFC Gray, watching on YouTube. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and of course Twitter and Periscope. Says the man, the legend, Jamie Vardy does it again, and he used to be a werewolf. How? Oh, I'm not even going to do it. Come on, you guys, you should all be at home doing it there. Let's get that picture back up of Jamie Vardy. I sit in what was the family stand and is now not the family stand, but it was right in front of us. He scored that wonderful goal and then ran up to the Wolves fans. And doesn't Jamie Vardy look, you can see Ricardo Pereiro in the background there having a good old laugh. He just can't believe that Vardy's gone straight up to the fans and wound them up. What a brilliant, that was a great moment. It really was the best bit of the game. Patrick, we will come on to the away shirt. The draw is on September the 13th, so do join us there on it live in our Monday show. Aggie, good evening. Rudy, how are you, Rudy? Good evening, sir. We should all salute Rudy. Where are you stationed at the moment, Rudy? Are you still down, well, Cyprus, Dorset? I can't remember. You've been all over the place. Let me know where you are, Rudy. Good evening. Hope you're well. Karen says, I'd like to know when the 6% think we haven't got the best boss in the Premier League, talking about that poll. Andy says, I think Barnes needs to work on his final ball. I don't think he's quite the finished product yet, Andy. I agree with you. There is work to be done. We were questioning his finishing last season, but he seems to be getting on top of that. Sam says missed Barnes towards the end of last season. Hopefully he stays injury free. I think we're all hoping for that, Sam, this season. Obviously with a Fofana injury against Villarreal, we are hoping for as many injury-free players as we can get. I think that what will be the difference to see where we're going to. Simon is talking about this poll. 94.6% of Leicester fans are happy with the owners. I would guess, Simon, the 5.4% who aren't happy are not Leicester fans voting in that. That is what I would be saying. That. Do you agree? I would think 100% of Leicester fans are happy with our owners. I would put money on that, or 100%. There's lots of you watching now. Would any of you not say we've got fantastic owners? Put it in the comments. Let's have it out there. Let's see. Vestergaard, yes, looks solid and led the back line. Keith, I agree with you. What are your views, comments? Not just Keith, but everybody watching of Vestergaard. He looked solid when he came on. He obviously looks like he's a good bit Robert Huth, if you ask me. Very steady, very solid, great defender. Not the fastest. You don't want to leave Vestergaard one-on-one at the back with somebody fast. That would be my thing. I think, just my views, I want to know your views. I think he'd be better as part of a three at the back where he's got a bit of cover over him. Amarty did ever so well, I thought. Got done a couple of times by Traore, and we got away with it. Hayley, good evening to you. How are you? Says evening. Nice to meet you, Wembley. Yes, it was nice to see you at Wembley. Hope you're well. Ivan, watching in Sierra Leone, says, Ivan, I should read the comments before I just put them up on the screen. You're going to make me blush. Neil's saying about Vestergaard, we do need to cover for Vestergaard. Lack of pacer. I think, well, Neil, Vestergaard is the cover for Fofana. Fofana's out till 2020. But you're right. This is what I think. Slight lack of pace. I don't think Robert Huth was the fastest either. We had Huth and we had Morgan back there, not the fastest. Patrick, let's get Patrick's comment on here. Patrick thinks Vestergaard got bullied by Traore. I don't think he did, Patrick. Just my view. You're welcome to yours. I didn't think he got bullied. I thought he only got undone a little bit on that pace side in there. That's what we want to know. Michael says Vestergaard will need a few games to settle. Yes, of course. He's only been at the club, 36 hours, and he's chucked into the Premier League. I actually thought he looked pretty settled on Saturday. I really do. Aggie asked, do you think we're all done in our business in the transfer window? Vestergaard will be a decent signing. I agree on the Vestergaard. I think Vestergaard is a fantastic buy. 15 million in today's market for a proven Premier League centre-back. I'd rather have Vestergaard at 15 million than Tarkowski for 50 million. Honestly, I really would. I think it was a great bit of business. Do I think we're all done in the transfer window? Aggie, I hope not. I honestly do. What do you think, Aggie, and everybody else watching? I think we need one or two more players because I think we're running the sort of squad where if you get an injury to one of the main first team players, we're still a bit light and we've got a lot of games coming up. League Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, Premier League. If we really want to challenge in the Premier League and get a top 4, top 5, top 6 finish, wherever we finish in the Premier League, and challenge in one of the cups properly, right through to a semi or a final again, and I'm thinking Europa League, we definitely need to have a little bit in the locker, which is what, against Slavia Prague, that's what cost us. We didn't quite have enough in the locker room, if you ask me. Dave talking about this poll. Evening, he says, we have the best owners in the league and we are top of the owners league. We've got the best owners in all the divisions in this country, I think. Ian saying, what fans were they asked? I've got no idea on that. Somebody illuminate me to that. LCFC, great. You've got no chance. Honestly, I've spoke to somebody who knows somebody's dog whose auntie does the hairdressing at Leicester City. It's a bit closer than that. And they said absolutely zero chance of Coutinho. There is no way Leicester City would pay the wages he wants. And probably quite right. I think you lot would agree. Let's keep it sensible. Let's keep it sensible in there. Craig, I think a lot of people are going to agree with Craig. Do you agree with what Craig is saying? Craig says, I think we still need a winner. A winner? A winger, get it in there. Now listen, keep your comments coming in, keep your views coming in. It's Monday nights, is all about what you want to do. I try and get as many comments up on screen as possible, but in return I need you to all like, share and subscribe. It's an easy deal. Will you do that for me? Everybody who's watching on Facebook, give us a like, give us a share. If you're watching on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed already, just go on, give us a little subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter or Periscope, follow us. Whatever you're doing, that is it. And then I promise you on a Monday night, it's me and you, and we just get as many comments up as possible. Let's get loads on in the next 60 seconds. Daniel says we need a right winger. John says we need two wingers. John, let's go for one. Name them, John. Who are the two? Jack says, good evening, Ross. Having a private conversation there in the middle of a show. Jack, how dare you? Jono says, right winger is needed. Come on then, Jono. Who is it? Lily and Rahama, hope I've said that right, says we need a winger. Jack says, let's go for Traore from Wolves. I like Traore from Wolves. He is powerful and direct. Just showed us on Saturday that he can not have the finishing product. Would you take him? Would he come to Leicester? Interesting one in there. Andy says it was a nice touch with all the flags. Great touch. Didn't use them enough, if I'm being honest. And again, I want to and thank you to all those of you who've just liked and shared and subscribed. I can see in the figures in the corner. Thank you for all that. If you've not done it yet, join those guys who've just done it, please. That would be great. I want to ask you a little bit. Andy's talking about nice touch with the flags. We've got the clappers. Some people don't like the clappers. Some people love them. I'm just like, they're there. If everybody picked them up and used them, we make more noise. I am going to call us a little bit. I thought the crowd was a bit quiet on Saturday. I've been to 2 matches since lockdown, since that Villa game. 2 matches, both at Wembley. which I am a lucky boy to have done those two. And the FA Cup, let me tell you, the 6,500 fans at the FA Cup was spine-tinglingly Leicester City fans at their best. I just thought the King Power was a bit quiet on Saturday. If I'm being honest, I'm not being critical. I thought everybody would be super up for it, and it just felt a bit quiet. What do you think if you were there? Don't like to say it, but hey, come on, let's get it rocking for the next game. Clappers make great wallpaper, says Tripe and Onions, great YouTube name on there. Reed is saying it was only the Wolves making them. Wolves were noisy. Come on, Leicester. Reese says SK1 was amazing atmosphere. Good to hear, Reese. Not being rude, didn't hear much of it. I was the other end of the crowd. Andy hates the Clappers. Listen, we're not going to get into a Clappers debate. It was just a point. I want to talk about the match and players out there. I know the councillors agreeing. I'm going to keep getting in there. Keith says it was lethal with all those flagpoles poking around. It was in there. I know what you mean in there. Lillian Rama says, Dwight McNeil from Burnley, a shout out there. Ross is agreeing that they make great posters. Thank you. Keep those comments coming in. James did agree. It was a bit quiet. Come on, Leicester. Make some noise. That's what we should have been singing. Yeah. You know, hey, first game back, we all had to remember what to do. Keep getting those comments in. Keep getting them in. That is what we want. Let's bring it back to, we started the show off with this graphic. I want to talk about Jamie Vardy because I said before the game, I'm always quick. If I call it wrong, I'm first one in there. I said before the game, I worried Jamie Vardy's lost a fraction of pace and maybe isn't going to be our superstar this season. I tell you what, after Saturday's performance, I could not be more off the boil if I tried. What did you think to Jamie Vardy? I thought he was probably our man of the match. I thought he looked the most hungry. He was chasing things down. He had 3 or 4 really decent chances and I thought he looked really sharp. I think not going to the Euros with England helps him. I just thought he looked really good, but really hungry. And then when he scores that goal, delicate touch, and then runs up to the Wolves fans and do that, you think, yes, sir, that is what we want. We want to see Jamie Vardy doing it in there. What do you think to Jamie Vardy? Please get your comments in, and I'm going to put them on screen. Ross says, nice profile pic, Ross, with the Premier League trophy. He says, Vardy was on fire. I agree with you. Jack Marsden says, never write off Jamie Vardy. Indeed. Lily, all right, we'll come on to that. Is Amarty good enough for top 6? Well, you put the topics up there and we'll talk about it. But let's talk about Jamie Vardy first and then we'll go to Amarty. Okay, that's what I want to hear. Scooby, hi Scooby, long time no speak, says, hearing Sky Sports that Man United will listen for offers for Jesse Lingard. What's your thoughts? My thoughts, Scooby, are that I would have Jesse Lingard. I'd be more than happy with Jesse Lingard at Leicester. I'm not quite sure where he'd fit in with Maddison, Perez, Tielemans and Vardy. Where would he fit in? But I would have him. Would you guys? Would you have Jesse Lingard or not? I like this. Jamie Vardy's watching. Jamie Vardy, thank you for watching. And thanks for putting I'm on fire. Honestly, we know the players watch us. We know they do. Come on, admit it. I know they do, and I know people at the club do. They just won't. Well, they do tell us on the sly, on the quiet. So if you're watching, if you work for Leicester City, welcome to Leicester Fan TV. If you're a player, lovely to have you watching. Keep getting your views, comment in. Ivan saying this season will be the first 5 games. We'll know who is on top, so we need more goals. Jamie Vardy's come back, thanks. He says, love Tom's, that Alcudia bloke, Jamie, and shows our mint. Missing mine out, but he does come in there and says, yours too, Philip. Thank you so much, Jamie Vardy. I think you played brilliant on Saturday. Obviously, that is. I'm not for a second. I know that's not the real Jamie Vardy. He's okay, Lingard, says LCFC Gray. Listen, I think he's better than that. I would definitely have him. Auntie Karen says, yes, please. Hope you're well, Auntie Karen. Hope all is good. Wayne says, stay on fire, Vardy. We need you. We do need him to do well. Reedy says, we have the best right back in the league again. Another rocket from him against Man City. Talking about Ricardo Pereira and Luke Thomas, both of them playing really well, I thought, on Saturday. Carlos, hope you're well. Carlos says, good evening. What a great result on Saturday. Great being back at the King Power. Felt amazing. I'm with you on that. It was all about the 3 points, wasn't it? Tom saying thanks. That's Tom who does the Thursday night show in there. Mayan, nice to meet you, man. On Saturday, we had him on the post-match show with us. Make sure you follow him on YouTube. Keith says, I'm watching with Jim Warren and Katrina Burbage here. Well, thanks, Keith. Hello to Jim and Katrina. Hope they're well. Amanda, thank you. Scooby says, Luke Thomas is a pure gem for City. I agree with you. Have you sorted the Europa League tickets yet? I haven't. I've got to do it. Everybody, if you're a season ticket holder, you've got a few days. I do like, by the way, what do you reckon to this? Have the club been a little bit sneaky, a little bit cheeky in the fact that you have to buy Europa League tickets before we know who we're playing, just in case it's 3 pretty poor teams? Hey, I'm going whatever. I don't care. Not seen that many European games in my life as a Leicester City fan, so we'll be going to that one. Don't you worry. Andy, we can talk about Maddison. I must admit, I don't think he was full. Was he? I don't think he was fully fit on Saturday. He certainly took a knock at one point in the first half, wasn't it? I don't want to speculate on matters, but it wasn't his best game at all for us. What do you reckon to him? Pete saying Vardy is back. Ross says Vardy needs to buy a bubble machine so when he scores, he gets it out and put it on and bursts in bubbles. Ross, it's not West Ham Fan TV, mate. Hopefully on Monday night next week, he will be bursting bubbles at West Ham. At the quietest away ground in the world. Right side. Oh, here we go. Sell Perez, says Mark. Bring out the Perez comments. Oh, it's your show. Do you want to talk about Perez? I don't care. If you want to talk about him, bring it out. What do you reckon? Listen, Mark, I thought Perez did all right on Saturday. Certainly in that first half, I thought he played well. He was involved. He got tackles in. He created. So I go down with my 2 lads. And one of them is a Perez fan and the other is certainly not a fan. So we watched, in particular, that first 20 minutes of that game. We were on Perez watch from behind the goal. And Perez had a great first 15, 20 minutes. He did definitely fade off a bit there. So, interesting. Tooney is watching. Hi, Steve Toon. Hope you're well. Are you still in the Peak District, Steve Toon? He says, looks like Maddison has a back injury, might not be fit for Monday. It doesn't look quite right to me, Steve. I do agree. Neil is saying the same, has a back injury, too flaky, can't see anyone taking him. Is it an injury or is it like Harry Kane's injury yesterday? I'm putting it out there. Could it be Arsenal? Could it be? You let me know. Reese, good evening, says, Saint Maximum is the guy I'd go for right wing. I'd pay anything. Maybe offer Perez back to them as part of a deal, although I do like Perez. There we go. Brendan says, hi, Michael, watching out there in Seattle. Hope you're well. Far-flung Fox. What time is it out there, Michael? It's about lunchtime. He says, Brendan loves Io Perez. I'm not going to say I love him, but I think he's all right. I can't quite my mind up on Perez, whether I think he's first team or on the fringes. Reese, I agree. He does seem to put 100% in. And I think that's part of it. That Perez does do what he's asked. This is what you have to remember. He does do what he does. But Sam, I would start. Mark Albrighton is going to be a bit part player this season. I really do think that, which is a shame because I really like Mark Albrighton. As you know, I'm always singing his praises. Now, listen, we've got about 12 minutes of the show left, so we can talk about whatever you want, but I am definitely swapping you comments on screen for you lot liking, sharing, and subscribing tonight. We are going for this because we are trying to grow Leicester Fan TV to get as many Leicester fans' views and comments on. We want every single comment on. So if you're watching on Facebook, if you're in that Facebook group, please please share this. That really helps me. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching on Twitter and Periscope, make sure you follow us at that thing. First of all, Ian Barron. Hi, guys. It's my 47th birthday today. Happy birthday, Ian. We're not turning this into a birthday show, but Ian's put it out there. 47. I've got about another 12 years till I join you at 47. Anyway. And it's making me laugh. He's talking about Maddison. He says he's not surprised he's got a back injury having to get into that Lambo. I know it's a tough life. Oh, my back. It's like I've got the McLaren and the gold door wings, or whatever they're called, the ones that go up and down. I've tweaked myself getting in my Lambo. Imagine going into Brendan Rodgers. Imagine going into Alex Ferguson in the morning at Man United days and saying, "Sorry, Sir Alex, I can't really play today. I tweaked my back getting in the Lambo." Reece Taylor, you cheeky monkey, just because you're a young lad, looking very smart in your suit there in your profile photo. Pete, 60 next year. Happy birthday, Pete, next year. We're not getting with that. Ross, we shared the photo of Ross's nana. She was happy with the result on Saturday. She was 90. Hopefully you saw that photo. If you didn't, it is on all socials, including our Insta page. So go and do it in there. Let me know what you think to that. Rob, 0%. Let's stop the Coutinho talk. It's not happening. It never was going to happen. I've been categorically told by somebody quite high up in the club it wasn't even considered because there is no way they are going to pay anywhere near those wages. Andy again is coming out with some classics. 37 points to go and we're safe. It's good thinking. Listen, Andy, much as you jest there, it is the most important thing to get some early points on the board. It really is for Leicester City, because the quicker we get 9-10 points out of those first 4 or 5 games, hopefully, and get the ball rolling, I'm with you, Andy. Honestly, the quicker we get safety put away, the quicker you can move on and see where we go. Councillor says, great to have Ricky P back to his near best. I think he is at his best, if I'm honest with you. Will Robinson, hi Will, says, when is the Europa League draw? Will's watching on YouTube. The answer, I think, off the top of my head, is April. Good grief. August the 27th. We'll be doing a live. That's why I've got it in the diary. So do let me know in that. Mayan says, let's get this Champions League and win more trophies, and come on, you Foxes. I think we all think that in there. Callan Hudson Adoy, rumours, any truth? Let me know in your views and comments what you think to that Sean is asking for. West Ham will be a great game. Both teams look fast and positive. Yeah, West Ham won 4-2 away at Newcastle yesterday. I think I'm surprised they didn't go for Jesse Lingard at the moment. I heard their fans on Radio 5 last night, 606, saying they felt their owners have not backed David Moyes at all, and they would love to have him in there. Did Ross do his legendary salad? We're going to do a cooking instruction on Ross's salad. I need Ross to do that for me. Keep getting those views and comments in. 3 points, says Pete. Well, all the teams above us have just 3. Yeah, a lot of teams won. Did you see the Forest result? Yes, I'm going to have a little crow. Forest lost at home 2-1 to Bournemouth. Bournemouth had 10 men. I think Forest have got 0 points. Well done, Forest. Great start to the season. And they're having another battle royale with Derby, who were 1-0 up at Peterborough in the 90th minute, but managed to lose 2-1, as Derby do. Really sorry for them. Enjoy your rivalry at the bottom of the Championship again, Forest and Derby fans, who probably aren't watching, but time to just have a little smile. I'm hoping for a Dutch opponent in the Europa League. Mirko, hope you're well. Whereabouts in Dutchland do you live, Mirko? Because where's your nearest team in the Europa League that we can pull out? Because we'll come. We'll all come, Mirko. We're coming round your house. Drinks are on you. We're all kipping over. You've got a spare bedroom for us, haven't you, Mirko? So tell us, who is your nearest Dutch side who are in the Europa League? I'm going to guess who might be in it. Feyenoord. I should think Ajax are in the Champions League, aren't they? I have to check to see which Dutch teams are in there. Fee says you don't cook a salad. Listen, if it's Ross doing it, Fee, it could be anything in there. Ross is referring back to this 90. The 55.3% of Forest and Derby fans, Ross. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. LCFC are pride of the Midlands. Thanks, Maddie's voice. Indeed, in there, I agree with you. Pride of the East Midlands, says tripe and onions. Tripe and onions, honestly. Laurel says Leicester are amazing. Thanks, Laurel. It's time to pat ourselves on the back. It is. Reese is saying, is it AZ Alkmaar? Mirko needs to answer this. He's our Dutch Fox, so we need to be in there. Joe, good evening. Hi, thank you for watching. Joe, listen, you're watching, and I've just put your comment on screen, so now you have to go and like, share, and subscribe. That's the deal tonight. That is the Monday night deal. Just me, just you. We don't have 6 people on. We don't have 10 people. It's just me and your comments on screen in there. Whatever you want to say, I try and get as many as possible. Reedy says PSV. Thank you. Might be them. I'm waiting for Mirko. I need him to answer it. He's our Dutch fox. Scooby says, how long is Johnny Evans out for? And when he gets straight back in, nice to see. And see a plan B just in case. Well, that made sense, Scooby. I think he's out for a little bit longer, Scooby. And I think, yes, he will go straight back in when he is fit. When he is fit. We're all about, will Castagna fit back in when he's fit? Again, almost forgot about Castagna. That'd be great to have him back in there, won't it? Keith saying he had a lovely, me and the Wolves had a lovely interaction with some Derby fans at the train station. Yeah, I bet you did, indeed. Reese is saying, can we have a Tuesday night show? Reese, there is talk of a Tuesday night show. Honestly, we are live on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays at 7:30. There is talk. Jono, who co-hosted the watch-along on Saturday, if you watched it, is talking about doing a show on Tuesday. It is so busy here at Leicester Fan TV. But that's what we want. We could talk all day long about Leicester City. Ricardo's assist was out of this world, says Ross. We were going to talk about Amarty. We were going to talk the Ginger Postie. Thank you, the Ginger Postie. Watching on Periscope says Amarty has been solid at the back so far. Is Amarty a squad player, i.e., is he just a fill-in, or could he be more? I quite like him as a player. And before he had his big injury, I really thought he was playing really, really well. It's a young. I can't remember off the top of my head how old Amarty is, but could he be in a bit more, or what do you reckon in that? Scooby's asking who was my man at the match. His was Ricky. I think I'm going to give it to Jamie Vardy because I just love to see that passion on the pitch, and he scored a goal and he did the howl up to the Wolves fans. So for me, it is going to be Jamie Vardy, which makes me want to put this picture back on just because I love that bit. That's what you go to football to see, if you ask me, is that. Jamie Vardy running up to the away fans and howling at them. Don't forget, follow us at Leicester Fan TV. Keep those comments coming in. How long have we got left? We've got a few minutes left to go. So, yeah, keep those comments coming in. And don't forget, in return, you need to like, share, subscribe, wherever you're watching. Please do that in there because we're talking all about Foxes beat Wolves. That's what we want. Get your comments in. Last few minutes, please. Keith is talking about Amarty. Let's get this on screen. He says he's 26. I think he's a very useful squad player. He's got experience. Tripe and Onion says Chelsea after Amarty, literally. I haven't read that. I'd struggle to believe that. But if you've said it, Tripe and Onions, I'll look into it. Neil says, always said Amarty gives 110%. Makes the odd mistake, but the good outweighs the bad. Not a bad summary, Neil, of him. He does always try. He does always try. He did a couple of great blocks in front of us, sitting in I keep calling it the family stand because it is still the family stand, but put in a couple of great blocks there for us in that second half where we were under the cosh. I thought, and again, going to be honest here, I thought we were a bit lucky on Saturday to get away with 3 points. If I like to be honest, if I was a Wolves fan, I think I would have done enough there to get a point. Maybe pinch it. I think at 1-1, you could have said a draw was about there, but either side could have won it. They had enough chances to win it. We had enough chances to win it, but they certainly had enough chances to make a draw out of it. I'm just being honest. That's my views. You might think I'm talking nonsense. Maybe we had the better chances. I don't know. Rode our luck. Yeah, Ginger Post, he says. You've got to change your name, mate. You're just going to make me laugh every time you say that. Says we rode our luck in the second half. I agree. I think we did. It was coming, and they got one ruled for offside. LCFC Grey says we were lucky. Agreed. I think you may make your own luck some days, but I do felt like they got a chance. Chris says he's always nervous when Amarty gets the ball or goes in for a tackle. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Chris. I hear what you're saying. Rob saying the last 30 minutes they had us on the ropes. They did, but we had a few chances to break away. There was one, Harvey Barnes did a great breakaway and then tried to chop back in. And it's just like, oh, just shoot, Harvey. Just shoot. Have confidence on your right foot. That was my take. It was right at the other end of the pitch. But it looked like just fire it in. but he chopped back and their player tackled him. The counsellor says spot on. 3 points was fortunate. Wolves were decent. I think that's interesting in there. I'm reading other comments there that I'm not putting on screen. Ross says 2 defences in the second half, not quick enough at times. We got away with it, Ross. The 3 points was the most important thing we got in there, which is what Wayne says. Thank you, Wayne. That's exactly what I need to talk about it. Tripod Onion says, can we talk about the free beer? Yes. What do you want to talk about? It was beer and it was free. Thank you, Top. Don't think there's a lot more else to talk about, Tripod Onions, apart from we've got the best owners in the country, and thank you for that. Best thing about the game was watching how crap Triary was. Well, funny enough, Chris, I've just said I wouldn't mind him at Leicester. I wouldn't mind him at Leicester, I think, in there. LCFC Grace says, think Wolves will struggle. Joe's asking about score predictions for West Ham. Listen, Joe, we've got that many games. West Ham is next Monday. I'll be doing my Fanzone show and we'll be rolling straight into a watch-along. Join, well, it'll probably be Jamie in his 9:30 a.m. Fox's Aftermath show where you can talk all about score predictions in there. Of course, I think I'd take a point at West Ham, if I'm honest. If they carry on like last season, a point away is more than we got last season. So I would take that. Ginger Posty says, it's Jason Mills. All right, Jason. New Twitter account. There you go. Well, I'll have to remember that. Stadium plans look awesome. They certainly do, sir. Jason, the Ginger Posty, says West Ham won't be easy. Take a point all day long. That's my views on it. But listen, Chris is talking about Traore. I think this is. He's got one thing, his pace, can't shoot and pass. He's got power. I like him. I like the look of him. I really do. But I get it if you don't want. Pete's saying he thinks Leicester will win 2-1 against West Ham. Carlos is saying, oh, this is every manager's dream, Carlos. He says, win the home games, draw the away. That would give you 19 times 3. That would be 30, 57. 57 points, add 19. Come on, do the math. 67, 76 points. Is that right, Carlos? If you did that, 76 points, that'd be about top 4, wouldn't it? Take that. Traore dribbles like Maradona, shoots like Madonna, says Andy Young. Yeah, we got away with it on Saturday. Aggie would take a point at West Ham and 3 the following Saturday at Norwich. I think are Norwich going to yo-yo again? I think they are. I think they are going to win there. Chester Leicester, watching on YouTube. You've got to be a Leicester fan with a name like that. He says we'll struggle against West Ham. I don't know. Aunt Karen says Lingard carried West Ham last season, so we should walk it. You heard it here first. Come back next Monday at 10 o'clock, Karen, and see if you got that in there. Ross, thank you. Please do send that to me. I can't quite remember how you made it. I don't know if it was cheese first and then coleslaw on top, or was it coleslaw with a sprinkle of cheese? Send me that recipe and we'll try and create it. Last few comments. Is there any truth in this Maduki rumours, says Jono? I don't know. Get your views and get your comments in. Let me know if there is. Pete is saying Karen, yes. Just agreeing, or they're just having a little side chat there. That's fine. Just side chat. Pete, Karen, come on then. Last few things before we get on to the final bits. You're all watching. Give us a like. Facebook or the Facebook group. Go on. Give us a like. Give us a share. Just do it. It's like, just get your phone. It's tip. 2 seconds. Thank you. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Please. I'm begging you. Thank you for that. Ross, that is when you made me cry. I still love it now, Ross. Can never get enough of your salad. Last few things. What have we got? What have we got for you? We have got, don't forget, a new away kit. Now, you can win the mint one, or you can win the grey-pink one. I nearly said pink grey thing. Listen, whichever away shirt you want to win, you can go and win it. How do you win it? You go to leicesterfantv.com, which is our website, and enter there. It's dead easy. It's absolutely dead easy to win that away shirt. We are drawing that live in this show on September the 13th. So you've still got a couple of weeks to enter. But if you're not sure about either of them, don't want to splash out your cash, your 60 quid, just win one for free on Leicester Fan TV. We've announced the winners of the Peter's Pizza competition at the weekend, and also the winner of the pie competition. So we've given away pizzas, we've given away pies. Thanks to Peter's Pizzas and Pukka Pies there for doing that. Let's get the last couple of comments in. Who's going to get the last comments in there? Rob says, do we ship to the States? Rob, if you enter the away win shirt, or win the away shirt, let's speak English if I can. Yes, of course we'll send it to anywhere in the world. Pies and pizza, Rob, not being funny, don't travel so well. But next time you're at the King Power, you can, if you want a pizza or a pie, you can come and get it there. I've had people, this is Matthew says, tell me the grey and pink one is blue. Am I the only? No, it's grey, mate. It's definitely grey. Definitely grey. Thoughts? Reese is saying, thoughts on Barnes and Scotland links eligible through a grandparent and only played for England in a friendly, not competitive international. No, for me, he's good enough to play for England. He would have gone to the Euros, Reese. He would have gone to the Euros had he not got injured. Somebody in the Facebook group is saying should still have Pukka in the ground. Was it just me? Listen, we're meant to finish the show. Love Island's on soon. Trust me. I've got to get down there, get ready, get the snacks ready for Love Island. But before we do, I kid you not, by the way, before we go, what the hell was going on at half time? You've set me off now. Whoever put that in that group chat there about Pukka. What was going on in the concourse at half time? It's as if they didn't expect us. Honestly, to God, honestly, 31 and a whatever thousand fans. At half time, I went down 4 minutes before half time, missed 4 minutes of the game, which I hate to do, but I'm like, I'm going to go and get a pie, bit peckish, because I'm a fatty. And I wanted to go and get a pie. So I went down 4 minutes to go. I'm going to miss 4 of the match. Got in a queue. The queues were massive. The people on the counters could not pull a pint, could not pour a coffee, could not find a pie or a burger. I queued all of half time and 6 minutes of the second half. So I missed 4 minutes and 6 minutes and all of half time. And then there was a couple of crusty pies that weren't Pukka pies. And it was just like we were stood there in the queue. Maybe it wasn't the same where you were. Maybe I was just unlucky. But honestly, we were stood in the queue going, it's as if they didn't know there was going to be fans in the ground. If you've ever been to Welford Road to watch the Tigers, the beers, there's never a queue because they know people want a beer. They're like, hello, half time's coming up. Let's get a load of beers poured. Let's get ready. At the King Power, honestly, on Saturday, and I'm going to slate it because it was shocking at half time. Absolutely shocking. I don't know how long is half time now. It's 20 minutes, isn't it? So if it's 20 minutes at half time and I went down 4 minutes before and 6 minutes after, that took me half an hour to spend £4.60 times 2. That's nearly a tenner on 2 crusty pies that were crap. There you go. Finished on a rant. I didn't mean that, but it was rubbish. Honestly, I was absolutely fuming. If only Ross had been there. Look, coleslaw, ham, cheese. 10 seconds, Ross. You could do the food. Joe says it was terrible. Was it the same where you were? I was in that queue for so long. I'm like, I've took photos. Trust me, I've got photos on my phone of the queue, and I'm like, I'm emailing Jim at the club, and I'm going to tell them absolutely what a pile of mess it was. It really was. Sorry. Feels, you know that feeling. Tribal Onion says take sandwiches tight. You can't be tight. I paid for the pies. I don't mind paying for a pie. I just don't like waiting. Thank you. Carlos says the cop was terrible at halftime. Just a pint and a beer and a pie. Honestly, it's absolutely crazy. Paul saying it was the same at Wembley. That was Andy saying that. I don't know. It's just not that Pukka. Good one, Jono. It wasn't Pukka. Listen, it is time to go. It is time to go. Somebody's asked in here who's getting dumped tonight. Thanks, Jack. I think it's probably going to be Jake and Liberty. What do you reckon, Jack? I don't watch it. I've just made those names up. You know I don't watch it. Listen, it is time to go. It's time. Mark, yes, you were in the family stand. Rubbish. Anyway, Phil's pie rant at the end. Next week's edition will be ranting about your takeaway you're having this week. No, Ross, listen. I'm going to go calm down now. Thanks for all your views, all your comments. Don't forget, follow us at Leicester Fan TV. Wherever you are, if you're on Facebook, follow it. If you're on Twitter, follow us. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. join the conversation. We want more and more of you to come in, get your views in. That's what it's all about. So wherever you are, follow us at Leicester Fan TV. Don't forget you can go and enter the competition to win an away shirt. We've got more pizzas, pies, everything to give away as well for the West Ham game. So look out for those competitions that come out this week. We're desperate to give stuff away. Loads of freebies. Thanks as ever to the guys who helped bring us Leicester Fan TV, which is ADT, Hollogram, Tiger, Beer from Everards, Peter's Pizzas, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders. Leicester Riders are coming back soon. We've got tickets to give away to every home match to you guys to help get you all down the Riders. The Fox's Arms, if you don't know where that is the best pub in Alcudia with every Leicester City game on it. And our chosen charity is Hope Against Cancer. The biggest thank you goes to you guys for all your comments. LCFC Gray says, later all, Fox's Rule, Blue Army, take it easy. Come on, you foxes. I've got to go and take a calm down. Bye from Spain, says Keith. Keith's out there. Whereabouts in Spain are you out there? I'm not going to be doing that, Baz. That's dangerous. Listen, thanks for all your views, all your comments. Nice to see you. Wednesday night is Jack. Thursday night at 7:30 is Tom. Friday night is Reedy. Sunday morning is Jamie. Action-packed every night at 7:30. And don't forget that Monday night next week, we are live from 7 p.m. with a Fanzone show special that rolls into the watch-along, which Tom and Sir Locks will be back in the hot seats for that show next Monday. Keep it Leicester Fan TV. I'll see you all soon.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the Fanzone show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, and Hope Against Cancer. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.